Hey guys, just gonna fly through Thursday's home workout with you. So same as usual, mobility work is 2 to 3 rounds as best you can. Just please try and work on mobility work, everybody. It does make a massive difference, okay? So it just makes obviously recovery that little bit better, makes when we get back to the gym, range of motion, all that sort of stuff. So please work on our mobility work as best you possibly can. And that is not just doing what we kind of prescribe on it. Just make sure anything else that you need to be doing, trying to set aside at least 15-20 minutes a day for some mobility work, if at all possible. Is that okay? So first thing we're going to do today is a single leg deadlift. So single leg deadlifts, a couple of ways we can do it. We can obviously just do them body weight, but remember when we are doing a single leg deadlift, we still want to be getting into that hip hinge where we're not just collapsing over. Okay, so if I'm doing my right side, it's just a softening of the knee. Okay, I've got a good position of my foot, so I've got tripod, big toe, little toe and heel driven into that ground to get good stability. I'm going to extend that back leg behind me so it's pulling me back, so I've got a nice flat back, hamstrings are nice engaged, okay, and then I'm pushing all the way through, so it's not just collapsing over with my leg down there. If I reach back, okay, with my leg, it's going to pull me into that hip hinge position, okay, and it's going to keep my back nice and straight. All right, if you open up your hips when you do that, when you kind of do this, we rotate, try and turn your toes so it points in towards you. So you're just doing them just to warm up the hamstrings a little bit. Remember, okay, you can do them body weight. If you find the body weight very easy, we can do them banded. So all that is you're just going to step onto your band. It just adds a little bit of resistance. Hold with one hand. If I'm doing my right side, I'm going to hold it with my right hand, okay, reaching back, so down, and then as I come up I get that bit of resistance when I get from knee kind of to above. Is that alright? Or we can just hold dumbbell down, all the way back and through. So just going down, don't need to go all the way to the floor with that. We just have to do it just more like a single leg RDL. Is that okay? So you do 5 or 6 on each side with that. Then we're just going to do some calf and ankle mobility work. So our calf stretch, okay, is foot up against something, okay, toe pointed right up, and then bringing knee, hip and chest all the way in. Okay, so it is pushing your hips forward, bringing my chest forward, driving my knee in towards, trying to keep that toe as upright as we possibly can. You will hold that for 30 seconds, okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to step away, okay, and then we're just going to basically try and keep our foot flat on the ground. I'm going to think of my foot as my little toe, middle of my foot, and my big toe. Okay, so I'm going to try and be as far away from the wall as your range of motion allows. Heel must always stay on the ground. Okay, always stays on the ground. I'm going to drive my knee over my little toe 3 times. Okay, heel is staying on the ground. I'm going to move it over my big toe, over my middle of my foot, 3 times, and over my big toe 3 times. Then the next time we go to do this, if you feel you can bring your foot back a little bit more, you will, and driving forward. Is that okay? So it's just opening up the ankle joint as much as you possibly can. And last thing in this is just the frog stretch. So frog stretch is just coming down onto the ground, getting those knees nice and wide, okay, getting your heel directly underneath your knee, pointing your toes up towards, okay, coming down onto your forearm, and then from there keeping that back nice and straight and just sitting your hips back towards your heels, okay, and then just holding for about 45 seconds to a minute. Make sure when we're coming out of this, just nice and easy to relax out of it. Just be careful with the frog stretch. Is that okay? So after that, it is Metcon for time. Okay, we're talking swings, double unders and goblet squats today. Okay, so swings, double unders and goblet squats. Okay, so obviously replacing the double unders with singles or single double unders, and the alternative rep ranges are on Wodify, okay, just above the video there. So it is 25 swings, 50 double unders, 25 goblet squats. Then you reduce everything down, so it becomes 20, 40, 20, 15, 30, 15, 10, 20, 10, 5, 10, 5. Okay, so the swings and the goblet squats go down by 5 every time. Okay, the double unders go down by 10 every time. So you start at 25, For the swings and the goblet squats, the double under starts at 50. Okay, so I'll do 25 swings, I will do 50 double unders, I will do 25 goblet squats. Then I will do 20 swings, I will do 40 double unders, I will do 20 goblet squats. Okay, then 15, 30, 15, 10, 20, 10, 5, 10, 5. Okay, so I'm working through it all the time like that. Okay, so first thing is going to be 25 swings. If you've only got a dumbbell, that's perfectly fine. We can hold it, okay, in this position. So just holding it like that, one hand over the other, and then you can kind of alternate the hands if you want to. If your grip is starting to go, one hand is getting a little bit more tired than the other. Okay, remember with the swing, it is feet slightly wide and shoulder apart, soften the knees, driving those hips right back, keeping that chest up, eyes are looking forward and snapping those hips forward, squeezing my glutes hard, not overextending, just squeezing hard, pushing my hips forward, okay, all the way back, driving back and snapping forward. Is that okay? So if you've got a very light weight and you're finding them too easy, we can just do a single arm, so we can do 1, 2, and do it that way. Is that okay? So you'll do 25 of those. Once you've that done, you're going to go into 50 double unders. So we all know our double unders. Okay, so 50 double unders. Once you have that done, it is into goblet squats. Okay, so ideally again, still using the same weight. Okay, so it is weight, resting. Try and bring your elbows in, so squeezing the bottom of the dumbbell and let your chest rest on top of it. Try not to have it out here in front of you, okay, or doing this where the weight goes forward. So why we try and get you to keep your chin resting, elbows squeezed in, because it engages your back, okay, more like you would be when you're doing a normal squat, okay, and try and keep the bottom and the top, okay, both in contact with your body, okay, because if they're both in contact with the body and it's facing down, you know you're staying in a more upright position, so we're there. Whereas if I have the bottom of the thing dangling away from me, it's hard to keep it in that position. Is that okay? So you're going to do 25 goblet squats. Then it'll be 20 back to 20 swings. It'll be 40 skips, double unders, 20 goblet squats, and so on, working through it until we get down to the 5, 10, 5, and we get that finished. Okay, so it is 4 time swings, double unders, goblet squats. That's it, guys. That is Thursday morning's Zoom and home workout. I will talk to you at 10 a.m. See you then, guys. Bye.